Okay, so this guest actually, not only do we work together in the industry because he owns a brokerage in the great Pacific Northwest called JW Properties, but we also go way back. We knew each other in high school.
Hey.
We went to the same
got the
college.
scoop?
I got the scoop. Whatever you need, you just let me know.
He can answer all the questions. Anyway, we've known each other a long time. We've worked together. He was one of the first real estate agents that I worked with when I very first got in the mortgage business in 2001. So I am really honored to have him here on the show all the way out from the Pacific Northwest. Josh Ord, welcome.
Hey, thanks.
Kick us off by telling us something that's unique or different about the market in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, well, we really have our own kind of micro economy there, right? We've got Google and Amazon and Redfin and Trulia and Zillow and a lot of innovation there. So our market is constantly innovating. And I think out of that, there's always that spirit of innovation. So it's like, what could we do next to kind of like beat out the big boys, right? Like, it's always like the little guys versus Redfin.
Wait, you're not a big boy?
Yeah. So it's kind of like, all right, what are we going to do? So I think, can I go into it?
Yes, please.
Okay,
I'm dying
good.
here.
I know, so am I. It's
I
like
already
Christmas
signed
right
my
now.
license over to your brokerage.
Okay, done. I'll take it.
Wait, are you making your announcement right now?
I'm making my announcement right now. Can I do it?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Please catch up.
So I think for us, we, out of the spirit of innovation and our area, we were like, how do we integrate in the things we love, which is wine, real estate, and
I just came back from Italy, and I'm telling you, I'm sold.
see?
Yes.
And working with our clients. And it just gives this awesome platform to be able to be like, it's the great equalizer, right? And it puts people at ease. And you're like, all right, we like this. And we can talk about some of the hard things, and we can also be their advocate in the market. So we are launching a brokerage, which is a wine bar. So, woo,
Come on. That's
So-
brilliant.
It's going to be fun. You know, we went down to the liquor and cannabis board because we have the cannabis as well as liquor board in Washington State. And they're like, you can't do that. I'm like, I think we can.
That's my first question. I was like, wait, so you're a real estate office that's serving liquor. How did you get the license, the liquor license?
We cracked the code on it.
You cracked the code.
We did.
He's like my new best friend, you guys.
He's like a waymaker, though, because now that one person's done it, other people can do it.
Correct. And I think
We'll
it's,
keep it down because we got Clutch later on here.
I know, he was
but
already milking me for
he was-
information. He's like, how'd you do that?
Right. Not only that, we're not gonna go to Clutch anymore because we're gonna be partying at the office.
It's different cities. It's different cities.
Oh,
It's
sorry,
okay.
Dan. Oops.
True.
Okay, no, we go back. I love you, Clutch. We're
So-
still there.
Tell us about your wine bar brokerage. Now, I know the philosophy had to do with just kind of by necessity. You guys were learning about
Yeah.
the downtimes in the market and
Yes.
how that was affecting newer brokers in the industry.
So
Tell us
I'm a
about that.
third generation real estate broker, and we've seen a lot of ups and downs. And I think we really wanted to insulate ourselves from just the coming market. You know, Seattle was ranked first for the hottest market up until 18. And then we've seen a big cool off. And so I think we're kind of like, man, what are we going to do next? You know, like kind of, you know, what's going on? So I think for us, we were like, as well as just historically every year, we see that some of our agents have a few months where it's like they don't really make a lot of money in the winter months. So we're like, how do we provide dual vocation for our agents? So it really was, you know, we have a lot of like working mothers and whatnot. And I'm like, how do we provide a paycheck for them in December, January, February, like when it's tough? And so we're like, man, they could be a server, integrate with their community, make a little bit of cash. And then when the spring comes, man, they've already filled that bucket of like a lot of people wanting to buy and sell, as well as establish that trust, because who doesn't love their bartender?
Right. That's
Right?
right. We all love our bartender.
Yeah.
And not only that, but they get to know the community, right? Because the
Correct.
community comes there and gets to kind of use it as another third space.
They do. It is a third space. Absolutely. And it kind of was birthed. We have a micro brokerage by design anyways. Just because we wanted to keep our overhead low, and most people work from home. And so we really had that living room feel. I wanted that living room feel when we established the brokerage. It's the art of the table, right? It's like, hey, let's sit at the table. Let's kind of figure out, like, be more family. And so we noticed people would come, then they wanted to bring wine, and they wanted to talk about their real estate deals. I'm like, you know what we should do? And so we just ended up kind of birthed out of that naturally.
I love it. But it's not just like come and talk about real estate. Realtors are like, you know, therapists. Our clients come to us, and now I can offer my client a glass of wine. Please lay down. You don't tell me what's on your. That's a song. Please tell me what's on your mind. What exactly? You guys don't.
I'm dying to know what Joel thinks of this idea.
There are so many different things that are happening right
Joel
now.
doesn't drink.
No, it doesn't. I used to be a great drinker. It's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Just because I've taken 3 years off just to see if I could grow the business, that's perfectly cool that you're actually doing
So
something
that's the
different.
key to success. Stop drinking wine.
I was drinking like 8 days a week.
Okay.
Okay. So when you can change it, yeah. And this is something that you got to come up with something new, and it's branding, and I think it's really cool.
Thank you.
Well, only that is that, you know, our office is huge. Okay, can I tell you, we're 2 levels. For the most part, no one's ever at the office. So it's like, why do we have so much real estate?
They'd
when
be
no
there if
one
there
is
was a
coming?
bar.
Yeah,
It's true.
Come on. It's
Hello.
So with their clients.
Yes.
Yeah.
So see, real estate is evolving and it's changing, and I love it that we are changing. Where we work and where we live.
Yeah.
Because everybody thinks that realtors are going to be no one's going to need realtors, right? There's so much information online. You can Google it, you can YouTube it, you can figure everything out.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, the relationship of the one-on-one for that guidance, that like, let me make you feel comfortable, let me help you buy this based on my experience, it's never going to go away.
No.
So just changing the dynamic of how we transact is exactly, where we're heading with this. And this is a brilliant idea. I wish you were here.
I wish I was here too.
I'm moving.
Let's start
Just
a little one somewhere
invite
else.
everyone out. You guys can all come out to the Pacific Northwest.
Done. I like that idea.
I'm
guys.
out there every other month.
We're
coming
doing
out.
this. And now we got the owners of Closet are going to be coming in here later, so we can talk to them about getting a license.
Good. I
We
like
got
So-
the scoop.
Before we wrap up, tell us what the name of this bar is going to be.
So the name of our bar is going to be Switch. So Switch Wine Bar.
I see what you did there.
You like that?
Okay.
Yeah.
And so switching between
Yes.
real estate brokerage by day, wine bar at night.
Yeah, correct.
And then the location,
We are at 3308 Harborview Drive, Gig Harbor, Washington.
right on the water.
We're right on the water, downtown Main Street, and it's beautiful.
Dang.
I hope you guys all come out someday.
And this is just around the corner. You guys are going to open, right?
Correct.
And then how do they find you?
How did you find me?
How can they find you?
Oh, how can they find me?
Yeah.
They can find, how about at jw.properties. That is our current brokerage name, but we are going to have a new landing page come up here ever so shortly soon.
jw.properties. Perfect. Thank you. Thanks so much for
Thanks
being
for
here.
hanging out. I appreciate
You
that,
forgot
guys.
the wine.
I
Yeah,
did.
where's
It's
our
later. They've got some champagne.
That's
This
the
crew's
after
got
hours.
champagne
You
ready
got
to go out there.
champagne? Oh, wow. That's amazing. I
Awesome.
love it.